Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm having a look at Eric. That's the new Netflix melodrama which stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Gaby Hoffmann from Transparent, Dan Fogler from Fantastic Beasts and Clark Peters from His Dark Materials and The Wire. This is an Abi Morgan creation. She was behind The Iron Lady and The Split, not to mention Suffragette. So let's dive into exactly what it is about this new show which is going to get people talking. So Abi Morgan has a real thing about fractured, dysfunctional family units, about, shall we say, very fragile characters who maybe conceal one or two things in their closet, as it were. And Eric is no different. What we have here is Cumberbatch in sort of tour de force performance mode as Vincent. He is a co-creator of a children's television show called Good Day Sunshine. His co-creator is played by Dan Fogler and called Lenny. And he is emotionally incapable of connecting with people due to, shall we say, a fractured relationship between himself and his father and mother, which goes back to his childhood. You've also got other elements in there where this has then fed into the relationship he has with his son, or doesn't have with his son, played by Ivan Morris Howe, and the perpetual arguments which happen between himself and his wife Cassie, played by Gaby Hoffmann. Vincent is an alcoholic, he's an addict, he is misunderstood and prone to fits of temper. It's a real, shall we say, it really gives Cumberbatch the ability to dive into this character and disappear, which he does with eloquence. So there is much more to Eric than meets the eye, so let's dive into exactly what that is next. So for me, beyond the elements of political intrigue and the inherent corruption and emotional upheaval which ties this story together, and the capturing of New York in the 80s, it is the performance of McKinley Belcher III as Detective LeDroit, which really ties this show together and ultimately supersedes Cumberbatch's performance as Vincent. He plays Detective LeDroit. He is, as I said, he is a black police officer working in a primarily male environment, where it's very testosterone driven, and there's a tremendous amount of machismo in there. And he is in a relationship with William, played by Mark McGillis. It's a relationship he can never truly admit to because of where he works, and because of the stigma which surrounded gay relationships and the community at that time in relationship to the AIDS epidemic. And it's that which really gives this pathos alongside all the other elements. So on that note, I'm going to dive into my rating. Let's do that. So I'm going to give Eric a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. This really is a character-driven, politically, should we say, motivated character piece. And it's got some epic performances in there. And Cumberbatch is incredibly generous and steps back as much as he is there as Vincent. It is Belcher III as LeDroit which really wins it for me. And just on a side note, the actor's name is Mark Gillis, not McGillis. That was my oversight from the previous section. So on that note, let's dive into my trailer. Let's do that. And so it is that you've reached the end of the video review for Eric. This is currently doing the rounds on Netflix, and it comes with my highest recommendation. So on that note, if you've liked the video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos, you'll get a little notification and you can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel and maybe pop over to the Patreon page.